They dropped disclosure on 4 different type of alien races. We went over the Greys, we went over the Nordics. Now we're going into the Reptilians. And many people think that there's just one races. There are not. Reptilian is more of an umbrella category. They have different bloodlines, different factions. There's different planets involved, different frequencies involved, and different agendas. You have the Alpha Draconis lineages. They are usually described as older, much larger, extremely dominant, extremely hostile. They are hierarchy. They try to cut down anybody and control them. They also have a really large military presence, and they're between 10 to 14 feet tall, sometimes even larger. Extremely terrifying if you have ever came in contact with an Alpha Draconis. They are not here on Earth anymore, but we do have Earth-based reptilians, and they have been here for a really long time. They were here before humanity was even seeded into this world. Some accounts also describe raptor-like or velociraptor-type beings, much more aggressive. They do eat human flesh. They also consume frequencies, lower frequencies as well, such as fear. So they are much more fast. They are much more animalistic. They are tied into the underground or the off-world bases, specifically Mars. They operate in with the reptilian groups, with the insectoid groups beneath Mars' surface. They operate in underground systems, in ancient tunnels, or in hidden installations. And here's where it gets kind of dark, because many accounts say that reptilians are not just extraterrestrial. Again, they are interdimensional, so they don't move through space. They move through frequency, through dream states, through portals, through bloodlines, through possession systems, through psychic influence. The demons that you're talking about, I'm pretty sure they fall under that category. But yet again, that's why so many reports here involving the reptilians are through sleep paralysis, are through dreams, they're through astral encounters or altered states before ever seeing them physically. They also influence the dream realm because the subconscious is easier to access through the waking mind. And that's where contracts are made. That's where fear is harvested. That's where trauma is accessed, and your perception can be manipulated. And you bring it back into the 3D realm that you live in when you wake up. There's an attachment there. So maybe that's why they're showing us them constantly in movies and in shows and games and ancient mythology as serpent gods. They depicted them as dragon beings, as lizard people, underground rulers. They were shapeshifters. They were predator races. So it's not random. The image is being normalized. Now, physically, reptilians are described in many different forms. Some are green, some are brown, some are black, bronze, gray, red toned, almost obsidian sometimes. Some do have scales. There are ones that have plated armor. Some have ridges down their skull or their spine. Some have tails. Some have clawed hands or slit pupils. They usually do have massive jaw lines, and they have muscular frames. Some have ceremonial robes, some wear military style uniforms, and they all use technology or psychic projection to appear human. This is where the shape-shifting comes in. So reptilians do not always physically change shape. Instead, they use frequency technology or plasma-like overlays, holographic masking, or direct mind influence. So the person sees what the being wants you to see. Either a human face or a guide, a loved one, a political figure, somebody on the news, a spiritual authority, or nothing at all. They can completely blind you. And this connects to the bloodline theory. Reptilian influence is said to run through the elite families, the ancient royal bloodlines that rule you, the secret societies and global power structures. And the theory is that certain human bloodlines were genetically or energetically altered a long time ago, allowing reptilian consciousness or influence to operate through to them. And this is where people talk about the cabal, the elites, not just as human corruption, but as an interdimensional control structure working through finance and war and media and bloodlines and ritual systems and trauma harvesting. Inside the UFO community, there seems to be a major disagreement because some say that reptilians are literal beings, some say that they are just interdimensional parasites, some say that they are ancient Earth inhabitants, and that some are demonic archetypes. And some say that the whole narrative is being used to make people afraid of non-human intelligence, but the experiencer accounts keep repeating the same themes. The themes are about underground bases, dream manipulation, fear harvesting, around psychic control, around genetic programming, about human agreements that were made long ago with President Eisenhower and the cabal, military exchange deal. The reptilians are linked to the Nazi breakaway civilizations, Antarctica base, the moon base, the Mars base, off-world base agreements basically, and certain human factions that allegedly traded access and genetics and labor and or people in exchange for technology itself. So advanced propulsions, mind control systems, underground infrastructure, weapons, bases, off-world access. Let's talk about what they consume. They consume fear, war, trauma, sexual energy, blood, suffering, control, adrenaline, low frequency emotional output. And they say that these lower frequency reptilians consume flesh or blood, aka children, and then also, or missing people. And they also say that the main food source is loosh, which is emotional energy that is generated through fear and pain. And this is what is tied into these ritual systems and abuse networks, into war and trauma-based control. But not all reptilians are described as evil. Again, there are accounts of neutral reptilian groups. There's ancient guardian lineages, there's earth-based protectors, there's also warrior races with strict codes not to hurt you, and then beings who are left lower frequency systems entirely. And the issue is that there are factions that are interacting on Earth that are formed under survival and dominance and hierarchy and control and lower frequency consciousness and predator consciousness, which makes sense if they were here before humans and view Earth as a territory. In that worldview, humans are not seen as equal. They are seen as resources, genetic resources, or labor resources, or emotional food, or biological containers. They do what they want with you. Energetic resources as well. And that's why the reptilian agenda is so controversial. Some people believe they want to take over Earth. Some people believe they already influenced Earth thousands of years ago, and now they're trying to hold on to control. And then we are seeing our planet moving into higher frequency timelines with solar flares and magnetic shifts, consciousness awakening and DNA activation. So there's a timeline splitting that is going on. And if we are being too locked into a lower density frequency or AI, parasites or nanotechnology based control systems, then they may not be able to stabilize in that higher frequency timeline. So they're not just trying to control humanity, they are trying to survive the shift. If reptilians are tied to fear and control in lower frequency timelines, then maybe the way out was never fear. Maybe the way out is sovereignty and discernment and frequency, and remembering that not every force wearing a human face is indeed human.